41 right behind. Around goes Kyle Busch. The 18 spins through one. He can up around the track. We look at the replay.
He's kind of autoing up and backwards, sliding. Hard to say, as Dale mentioned, what got him there. Heavy contact really with Ryan Blaney. Got a little nose under Jimmy going into the carousel. Little contact was made. Jimmy stood at the throttle, hoping to stop the car from hitting the tire barrier. Unsuccessful. Hard contact with the right front. Was not rolling.
Entering the bus stop here, you see Blaney. Looks like he got the wheel hopping on the braking zone. Loses the back of the car, just can't save it. I didn't know.
I think we know the pressure. And you see right here, Bubba Wallace and Kyle Busch beating and banging down the front stretch. A big shot by Kyle Busch. Bubba Wallace says, I don't care, you're done. I'm sending you into turn one. Listen. Bubba Wallace might have become a fan favorite
now as he goes into turn number one, being followed by that 5 of Kyle Larson. And around goes the 16, AJ Allmendinger. The first to spin as he tried to take
close to you.
Oh, big contact with the 15 of Joey Hand.
There you see in the middle of the bus stop, just some contact. Left rear quarter panel of the 3 car sends him around to the 1 of, I believe, Ross Chastain. Don't really see how Kenny is involved, but obviously got ran wide probably on the exit. So right there, the 1 car gets in the left rear, sending the 3 around, and Kimmy is on the inside of all this and gets just rammed wide. He jumps a tire on the 27 car and sends him right into the tire barrier. Very well. But did it good enough to keep Logano behind him. Oh, really loose. He's spinning. He's spinning right in front of me. Around he goes. He gets the straight back out.
Kyle Larson. Larson looks to the inside, trying to take second away from Christopher Bell. And contact made. Bell goes around. Larson stays going the right direction.
Pit road. Once again, the 2 of Brad Keselowski consistently having braking issues, and who does he hit? Oh, his own teammate. I mean, between
4 corners left. Don't overdrive. 6. Hit your marks. Truex trying to make ground on him. Chase Elliott driving away.
Coming into turn 7, the final turn. The 23-year-old from Dawsonville got his first win at this racetrack and has been dominant today. He's going to win again at the Glen. Number 5 important for Kyle Larson and Hendrick Motorsports, and it's going to be win number 5 on the 2021 season for the driver of the 5. Kyle Larson comes out of 7 for the final time, and Larson is going to win at the Glen.
Hey, yeah, guys.
They're side by side still, and Larson surging ahead now as they get into 1. He outbrakes him, but he slides up the track. As they both slide up the track, it opens the door for AJ Allmendinger.
Kyle Larson used up Chase Elliott.
Dangerous at the time of the year when it matters. Playoffs looming. Kyle Larson set up for a win here.
Burton, you mentioned it. He won here a year ago, and he looks to go back-to-back at the Glen. Kyle Larson comes out on the front stretch. He'll see the checkered flag. Larson wins again at the Glen. Victory lane. And will this be burnout number 3?
Hello everyone and welcome to the NASCAR Cup Series Go Bowling at the Glens. We got underway here at Watkins Glen. Kyle Larson, AJ Allmendinger on the front row as we go sailing down into turn 1 here at Watkins Glen. What's going to have Larson clear for the lead off through turn 1 down towards the S's as we look throughout the pack, making sure no one wrecks as they were nearly 4 wide, almost 5 wide coming down the front stretch. We got cars going everywhere. What a wild start to this race. You already got Sam being kicked up. You already have Tyler Reddick off in the dirt, running through the dirt here through the S's, losing positions on the racetrack. A costly start to the race for a driver in a must-win situation to make the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs in just 2 weeks. Because the regular season finale is next week at Daytona. We know what kind of chaos that's going to be. But what's going to happen here at Watkins Glen? As you look further up through the fields, he threw at Austin Dillon. Brad Keselowski racing hard for position back there and up here. Oh, we got a crash. Michael McDowell, Christopher Bell into the tire barrier through the carousel. The caution will come out. 2 top contenders go crashing early. Big damage sustained by Michael McDowell, one of the favorites today, and the 20 of Christopher Bell, who's fighting for the regular season championship. Both cars crashed into the outside wall. They go. Bell and McDowell destroyed as they go crashing hard into the outside safer barrier, that tire barrier. As now they go through the long straightaway here, you can see They have lost all their track position. Their cars are destroyed. They'll pretty much be at the back of the field. Meanwhile, back at the front, Kyle Larson will lead Chris Buescher back to the caution flag to begin this race here at Watkins Glen. Kyle Larson leads the way. And now we get back underway here on lap 17. Priest and Haley are running 1-2, and both Haley and Priest will come down pit road before we get back green. That's going to give the lead to Tyler Reddick. Remember how he went off the track on lap 1? Well, now on lap 17, lap 18 now, Tyler Reddick is leading here at Watkins Glen over Austin Dillon and Corey LaJoy, getting close to the end of stage 1. As was Larson and Elliott dominating up until this caution, where his strategy got flipped, and now Elliott and Larson are both trying to make their way up from the back of the field to get back up into contention here. As what a chaotic start to this race. See the 5 way back there after pitting Chase Elliott a little bit further back in the pack. What a chaotic way to continue stage 1. But how about Tyler Reddick leading in a must-win situation to make the playoffs? We know Reddick is a tremendous road course racer. Can he get it done? He's holding off Austin Dillon in the 3 car, who is fighting for his playoff life. Enters this race above the cut line, which is above Chris Buescher. They have both won races this season, but because we've had 17 winners, one of them is getting out of the playoffs. So if Tyler Reddick wins, both of them are getting out of the playoffs, and that puts Justin Haley on the playoff bubble heading into Daytona, where it will all be decided whether we will have 18 winners, 17 winners, 19 winners. We will see as Tyler Reddick, though, leads the way here at Watkins Glen over Austin Dillon and Corey LaJoy, all drivers who pretty much need wins at this point to make the playoffs, except Austin Dillon, but he definitely needs points. But Tyler Reddick leads the way here at Watkins Glen. Can he hold on to win his way into the playoffs? Now on the last lap of stage 1, Tyler Reddick here looking to get the stage 1 win. He has absolutely dominated this stage ever since he took the lead on that restart. Has not looked back and is well on his way to victory lane today. As through the final corner, Tyler Reddick is going to win stage 1 at the Indianapolis Road Course. Sorry, at Watkins Glen. I don't know why I said Indy, but Tyler Reddick wins stage 1 at Indy, followed by Austin Dillon, Cole Custer, and the 51 for Rick Ware, Chase Elliott, William Byron, Chris Buescher, Eric Jones. You got Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, and Chase Briscoe running your top 10. How about the Rick Ware machine? Custer against stage points. But it's Tyler Reddick absolutely dominating. Now into stage 2. The last lap of stage 2, Reddick continues to dominate. About to lap his team owner, the 11 of Denny Hamlin, through the bus stop, now into the carousel. Tyler Reddick about to lap his boss, Denny Hamlin, and he's absolutely been on rails. He now has a nearly 12-second lead over Eric Jones. Reddick now laps Denny Hamlin down this long straightaway into the final 2 corners of this racetrack. Reddick laps his boss, Denny Hamlin, and now looks to sweep the stages in dominating fashion here at Watkins Glen. We may have another winner, new winner, folks. This could be winner number 18 of the regular season, and this would be Tyler Reddick to get into the playoffs. He would clinch a playoff spot if he can get it done. And through the final corner, Tyler Reddick will win stage 2 and sweep the stages here at Watkins Glen in dominating fashion. Your runner-up in stage 2 is going to be the 43 of Eric Jones as he makes his way around the final corner. A very strong run today for Jones, also in a must-win situation, as same for William Byron, who finishes 3rd in the stage. Chase Elliott is 4th in the stage, already 2 times a winner this season. Kyle Busch 5th in the stage. Big time 6th place finish in the stage here for Austin Dillon. Larson 7th, Buescher is 8th. 9th is going to be, that was the 15 of Andy Lally, and 10th is Mike Rockenfeller's number 42. How about that? And now, move on to just 14 laps to go in this race. Already out of the race is Ross Chastain, Austin Cindric, AJ Allmendinger, and Ty Gibbs. Some big contenders there, but Tyler Reddick is leading. Can he hold on to get the win and find his way? Oh, we got a crash in the back on pit road. Michael McDowell and Brad Keselowski go crashing hard into the pit wall down their front straightaway. It looks like Daniel Suarez hooks Michael McDowell right into Brad Keselowski. They go crashing hard into that inside pit wall, and they will both be knocked out of this race from this crash. Or at least McDowell will be. Brad will still be in the race, but a hard crash for Michael McDowell and Brad Keselowski down the front stretch into the pit wall here at Watkins Glen. Now the field's going to be racing back to the caution flag late in this race, by the way, where it could get crazy, where Tyler Reddick is leading over the 43 of Eric Jones, and he's got a bunch of lap cars in between. Big time comfortable lead for Reddick. Look at all the picks he has between himself and Austin Dillon and Kevin Harvick and Eric Jones. The other contenders, so it's only Eric Jones and Austin Dillon. But look at the gap. Tyler Reddick pretty much has this one in the bag unless he has a magnificent choke in the closing laps of this race. Reddick could find his way here into the playoffs with this big time win to get 23-11 Racing into the playoffs for the first time in team history. As Reddick leads him back to the caution flag with less than 10 to go. And now we move on to the 2 laps to go here at Watkins Glen. Tyler Reddick continues to lead and absolutely dominate this race over Eric Jones, nearly a 10-second lead. And he is pulled away, and Tyler Reddick is absolutely rolling the field today here at Watkins Glen. A dominating performance, about to sweep the stages and get a maximum points day by sweeping the stages and winning the race. As white flags in the air, final laps on Critter One Bank here at Watkins Glen for Tyler Reddick. He's finally going to break through. Of course, remember last season here in this NR2003 universe, in 2022, he did not win a race, missed the playoffs, so he's still looking for that first career win here in NR2003, and he might just get it here at Watkins Glen for 2311 Racing with a dominating performance here on the road course at Watkins Glen as he finds his way down towards the bus stop for the final time. Reddick continues to cook, absolutely dominating the field right now here at Watkins Glen as he makes his way down through the carousel for the final time. Tyler Reddick has been absolutely dominant and seems to be unstoppable today on his path to victory lane. He's got this one. Tyler Reddick, only 2 more corners remain between him and the playoffs. He is going to do it. Tyler Reddick through the final corners at the Glen. A caution has come out on the racetrack. There must have been a crash that we have missed. We'll get to that in a moment. But through the final corner, Tyler Reddick is going to win at Watkins Glen and get into the playoffs. A huge win for Tyler Reddick. Gets him in. And Kyle Larson has been involved in a huge accident. That was what the caution was for. The 5. Kyle Larson, huge damage here through the S's. It looks like he was involved in an incident with the 15 of Andy Lally. Kyle Larson was upside down, tumbling. What the heck happened? Kyle Larson turned to Andy Lally head on into the guardrail. Larson goes flipping upside down. Lally gets a huge head-on collision. He crashes hard, and Larson just goes barrel rolling through the S's. Look at this hellacious crash for Kyle Larson and Andy Lally, who are both running inside the top 10, looking to get a good finish. Now Larson ends up and over out of this race, destroyed. Andy Lally, who's going to have a career best day, is destroyed out of this race. And of course, as we saw, Tyler Reddick won the race, got into the playoffs with a maximum points day and a dominating performance, sweeping the stages, winning the race. And your runner-up here at Watkins Glen today will be the 43 of Eric Jones. A very strong run, but still not enough to get him into the playoffs. He'll have to win at Daytona. 3rd place, Kyle Busch. Good run for Kyle Busch. 4th place, Austin Dillon. 5th, Joey Logano. Josh Bilicki, a career best 6th place finish. 7th is the William Byron. 8th is Daniel Suarez. 9th place is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 9th is actually the 9 of Chase Elliott. And running your top 10 is the 42 of Mike Rockenfeller in for Noah Gragson. How about that? But Tyler Reddick dominates and wins here at Watkins Glen and clinches his spot into the 2023 NASCAR Cup Series playoffs. I see the race results on the left side of your screen. Of course, that Larson and Lally crash changed a lot of the back end of the top 10 results there. And Kyle Larson and William Byron, 2 Hendrick cars, both going to have to win at Daytona. One of them is going to miss the playoffs. Same Joey Logano, group him into that group as well. A lot of big names out right now. We'll see you update the playoff grid momentarily. Now we get to the playoff grid. Tyler Reddick slots in 13th with that dominating win. And all the drivers who have clinched their spots in the playoffs now have with only 1 race to go at Daytona. Harvick, Bell, Priest, Suarez, Chase Elliott, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, Cindric Hamlin, Kyle Busch, Truex, Bowman, Reddick, and Chastain have all clinched with their wins and points. But now at the cut line, Ty Gibbs, Justin Haley are the 2 above, with Austin Dillon and Chris Buescher the 2 out. Gibbs up by 24, Haley up by 11 over Austin Dillon's out by 11, and Buescher out by 36 of your winners heading to Daytona. William Byron still has to win, but he could also make it into the regular season championship. He's only 19 points out of the regular season championship, so he could win it as well. So until the next episode of Daytona, I hope you all have a good one.